Morning, Tony. What do you take out of the first outing so far in this postseason now that you've had an opportunity to kind of go back and look at all of your pitches?
Yeah, definitely. Going back watching the game, could tell that I was getting a little bit tired. Not having pitched in a little bit. My sharpness definitely wasn't there, but overall, I thought movement and like everything was still working the same way that I wanted to work. Just my execution wasn't as good.
Do you think the fatigue kind of stemmed from just the adrenaline of the moment, just the pressure of the moment, or more of just the time of season for you?
There's probably a lot of factors that come into play. Having one live BP between um, my second live BP kind of cut short. The adrenaline and the heat of the moment kind of factoring and being a little bit more intense. There's a lot to say. There's not one thing that I can point my finger at.
Moving forward, what do you think you've done to make sure that doesn't happen again?
Just try to get my body as ready as I can. It's been different, I guess, in between these starts. I have to be available if they call my name to, come out of the bullpen or put cleats on in case, we go into extras or something like that. But, just trying to be as ready as I can be.
Do you know what's next for you?
I'm not sure. I'm going to see if I'm available today and then go from there.
Okay. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Next question is from Dave Vasse. Go ahead.
Are you trying to make a statement with that T-shirt?
It's a pretty nice shirt. I feel like it's aggressive. It's like, what we need to do today, be aggressive.
Okay. Tony, all year long, it seems like you've been able to adapt to whatever the Dodgers have asked you to do. How have you been able to be successful with all the different, changes to your season?
I think just especially going back to the alternate site, just trying to take every outing that I had as, as much game-like as I could. We were fortunate enough to have really good hitters down at our alternate site. So competition was there, and the fun and the competitive atmosphere was very good down at that alternate site. But yeah, I think that's one of the biggest things.
Thank you.
Next question is from Kyle Glazer. Go ahead.
Hey, Tony. Obviously, the year began, you had the positive test. When you kind of just look at this whole year from that positive test to your late start to where you are now, just kind of how do you assess what this year has been like for you?
I feel like there's definitely been a little bit of adversity to go through. But, overall, it's a big learning experience for me. I got some consistent starts, which is great. Trying to maneuver lineups more than 2 times through, something I hadn't really done that much in the past. So there's definitely just a lot of learning that came out of it.
Yeah, obviously you got to the majors last year as well. What's been the biggest difference for you here in year 2?
I feel like I'm a lot more consistent this year. I think the way my pitches are moving and the thought behind each of them and the little bit extra competitive edge is a lot better this year.
Thank you.
Next question is from Bill Plunkett. Go ahead.
Tony, we'll play along and pretend that you're not the Game 7 starter, but if you are, how do you feel about being given the ball in such an important situation?
I think it's the same situation as Game 2, Game 3, Game 4, Game 1. It's all the same to me. I just got to go out there and throw my game.
Thanks.
And then I got time for one more. Go ahead, Jorge.
Tony, you mentioned that you have to be ready for a new situation. Have you been ready to last night or something like that? Would you have been able to pitch?
Yeah, absolutely. They would have gave me ample notice if I had to go down to the bullpen. So it's just a matter of, putting the cleats on, and mentally I felt like I was in the game the whole game yesterday.
So have you thrown a side session, a bullpen, anything in the last couple of days, or you've just kind of been just holding out?
I threw a bullpen 2 days ago, but that doesn't change the fact that I got to be ready, yesterday or today, and then as well as tomorrow.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Kyle.
Sorry, that was
Thanks, Tony.